here to check my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with...
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. For a chance to come back to this very stadium in 2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his first look is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up, and during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Greg Olsen, 33 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
7. Packers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll drop here to throw. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Packers nothing.
Off the bootleg, Rodgers flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Brooks in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first first half.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 66 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On first down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Taking over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. They run it with Carson. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. To throw is Wilson, forced out to his left. This is caught, and he is out of bounds here. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Again, it's Jones. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Rodgers off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers able to find Lazard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Packers. Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Packers are back within a score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kenny Clark able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll go again to Jones. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And we'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen, and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump up and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 47-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. they can get involved in the run game as well.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
That's where we are.
DK Metcalf, 44 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Seahawks 24. Packers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Now he's forced out right.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. First down, Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They run again with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. A dump underneath to Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And again, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds right around the 20. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make ssure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.